Oh yeah, yeah. We want you to.
You gonna go ahead and light the fire for me?
We want you to light that fire.
I can't guarantee I'll light the fire, but I'll get.
He'll light
spark.
something.
I don't know about lighting the fire, but I'll get spark.
Oh no, we want you to light it.
We'll cut your foot off now.
I got two. I got an extra one.
Watch this, Spencer.
Spencer, I had nothing to do with this.
I need Spencer to come help me.
Oh, you need somebody other than Spencer. Might be Mr. Jim.
You want some of that magnesium? No, I got. He's using something else.
Need a piece of char cloth.
Yeah, that's about it.
Char cloth will start right up.
Yeah, I'm out.
That cardboard I had in there, it's wetter than I'll get at. What do you think? You got something to eat?
No pressure, Justin. No pressure.
That's right.
Oh, I'll get it going. I mean, I might not get it going the fun way, but I'll get it going.
Sounds like Spencer.
Oh,
Giving it a good workout.
Hey, you getting some smoke going?
Bird's nests do good too, dried bird's nests.
They do.
Well, you take this old hemp grass rope, soak it in beeswax, it'll start right up real quick.
Yep.
Here, you want one?
Joe, take yours out and go for it. Come on.
We just want to make sure that you light it.
Hey, Joe, he needs some hot air up here.
Wind blows them off.
I could do it on that.
I feel a cool breeze, it's cooling off.
As I say, breeze is from your south there, Justin.
Blow your fire, blow it into the fire. If I start it over here, the wind's going to blow the heat this way. Now that wind is gone.
Okay.
You figure to get up.
Oh, she's like me. I collect pine cones.
Barbecue with.
I just did what you did earlier.
Did you?
Told you.
And I even made sure to make you think about push play.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, here he is.
Went down to
this.
These old dreadlocks.
I tried to get JR using the stuff to video, but then hanging back on the line.
Oh my God, that was great.
Look at there.
The rest of it. See that palm stuff?
Roll Charlie around, he'll be all right.
Well, you live old school, don't you? That's old Rich, sir.
Yep.
Get your head rag in it.
That's what
Be kind of rough.
We need squaw wood on top of this. Because this just going to go out with this big thing right here.
Yeah, because it probably needs a little air.
Well, it needs kindling.
I ain't got no killing.
Here.
There you go.
There's some sticks.
That was great.
Better than nothing.
It may end up. We got enough pine straw, it may end up getting.
Yeah, that's going to catch it.
Yeah, you get hot in there in just a minute. This smoke will run off any mosquitoes for a few minutes.
Gnats is what's bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch yourself.
Wanda, can you verify that for us? Like a ball being a butthole.
I understand.
You know the best way to keep the gnats out of your face, don't you?
That'll go straight up once we get
Going.
That's about the truth, ain't it?
That was
right to you, isn't it?
that was a sign for me to get
I don't
up.
know what happened. Like all of a sudden the wind picked up. All of a sudden.
Right to me.
I told Smoke go to beauty.
There you go.
That's the reason why he's just
All of a
instructing
sudden.
about building the fire on this side so the sweep across.
Yeah, he gave you fair warning.
Step back straight.
For small wood.
This is what I'm getting going.
That's what I do in the forest. I get them pine cones.
Get my railroad track straightened.
There you go.
That's too bad.
That's one way of looking at it.
And there's another one on that corner.
You're right.
Did you see the one the other day that they finally rescued them?
We're gonna shave
They've
on
been
off
trying to
and
get
get
them out
that
for 2 days.
plastic
They had
case here and
Bring them on up there, Abby.
Chester, you know.
Bring them on up there.
No.
Are you carrying them home?
No.
And there was the research,
Okay.
the rescue group was trying to call this woman, and she wouldn't answer the goddamn phone because she said she didn't recognize the number. And they spent an extra 20-something hours trying to find her ass because she wouldn't answer the phone. She didn't know that he was calling her.
You getting it now,
The
Michael?
lady that was lost wouldn't answer the phone because she didn't know the number.
Won't nothing want to bother you for a while, Mike.
There we go.
People, the rescuers trying
No
to get her
sneakers
phone
for
back.
you.
You need it out here, though. Oh, red things are everywhere.
I will have to say that beats.
How long does it take you to get here?
Only a woman would think somebody's going to
About
that she could go over 2 hours.
Is it all under yours, Wendell?
Yeah.
Do what?
You
got one over here?
Best
I mean, it's all
I hit that with one spark.
Yeah,
That's all
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
And it stays
That
dry
last
in the
one
rain because it's all up in
is
the
my background picture on.
crook of the branch.
I got one bar. It's trying to come up.
Oh, really? You gotta watch it.
Get up, tell everybody, say hello, buddy.
Snakes love to get up in there 'cause it's
Oh,
always
you can do
dry.
that.
Right.
You just hand the camera to Wendell.
No matter how wet it is, in the crook of those palm fronds. That's that fiber, and it's always dry.
Hey everybody, this is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottom Farmstead with another video from the outing. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Got a little crowd showing up. Got a few more people supposed to be arriving here shortly.
So he's making us new toys to play with.
Roger, get under the shade tree now.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all get a little closer. I am videoing right here in a minute.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there you go.
We take them and if we go to Florida, we'll put them in the water about that deep and sit and let them,
Yeah.
when the water's calm.
Right, I know what you're saying.
And just sit there and that,
Enjoy it.
Salt water's rough on them.
Oh yeah, that salt eats up on that metal.
And that one, I was wondering didn't get
Yeah, yeah.
This one has rockers on it, but I ain't gonna put them on there.
I don't blame you. I was just going to video for a few minutes. We got the baked beans going over.
How in the world did y'all get signal out here last night?
I got it right now.
Huh?
I got it right now. Hey everybody, this is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms, another fireside chat. This is Wednesday, May 1st, 8:37 p.m. Me heading to work. Going up Alabama Highway 21 north. This is a highway that goes pretty much from Mobile, Alabama up to Piedmont, Alabama. Right now I'm coming close to the city of Talladega. Of course, one of you know, Talladega is where the Speedway's located, and everybody really knows that. So, haven't had a chance to make it back to Hollins this week from our camp out. we had a very good camp out. Had some very good times. I think we ended up having probably, give or take, at all together over the weekend, maybe 30, 35 people showed up. I think camper-wise, it was maybe about 12 or 15 of us that camped. And then we had people that just come, spent some time with us. I appreciate everybody that came, and we had a good time. We had some activity. There were some howls heard, caught on audio. There were some other things went on. I'm not going to go down deep into that because I'd rather the stuff be told by the people that witnessed it. So hopefully I can get some of them to tell some of the stuff they experienced. One reason I'm filming at night, not to try to take any light from the camp out or anything. I mean, we had a very good time. We had some very good food. I appreciate Miss Pat and Miss Jody and Brother Greg and Wanda and for everything they done, and for everybody bringing a little bit. We had a very good breakfast supper Friday night, and then late Saturday evening, we had a very good pulled pork supper with. So we had a good turnout, had a good time. If y'all hadn't watched the live from Saturday, y'all go watch it. I tried to get everybody to come speak a minute. Most everybody did. It was willing to. And we just had a good time. We left out of there Sunday. Joe and Pat stayed one more night by themselves down there. So I'm hoping that Pat maybe had some more stuff happen. And I know she probably had them recorders running, so maybe give her time to go through it. And that's another reason I'm not going to come out and say a whole lot, because give everybody time to listen to their audio and go through it and all that stuff. Just now, Roger, him and his wife got to hear something, along with Superfly and his wife. So if y'all hadn't watched that over on Roger's channel, y'all head on over there, and he's already got some of the recordings and stuff. So just a good weekend, beautiful weather. Couldn't ask for much better weather. Just everybody had a good time, very positive. I even had some people already hit me up when we're going to do something again. So of course, we have our Christmas get together coming up the first weekend of December. I think it's 5th, 6th, and 7th at the Kyle Grist Mill in Chillersburg. We'll camp out down there in the horseshoe bend of the creek. It does have some RV sets up. They are motels and cabins you can rent very close by if you don't want to, because I know we're getting in the winter time there. There's some nice restaurants too around the Chillersburg area. But we'll start talking about that a little more as we get a little closer. I know that's a good piece off, about 6 months away. I hope to do something in October, sometime October. I think that'll be a very good month. Still may be warm enough where we don't freeze to death, but we just have to see. Let me go ahead and get over real quick. And one reason I'm filming tonight, let me go ahead and jump into that because I'm coming close to this area. Last night on the way to work, it was about this same time of night, around 8:45. Fixing to come up to a red light, not too far away. It's an intersection. It's one of the main intersections on the bypass of Talladega. This is still This is what they call U21. They built a bypass where you don't have to go through downtown Talladega. This intersection is very close to the federal prison, the county jail, the industrials for the blind, because Talladega has Alabama's deaf and blind schools located here. So they have the industries for the blind right out here and the deaf, where they teach them skills where they can make them a living, you know, once they get through with school. So, but y'all can probably already see the green light on the red light and just turn yellow way up ahead. And of course, I got a transfer truck in front of me, so that's going to kill some vision here. But last night, as I was coming up through here, I've always seen people walking. A lot of folks walk right in this area. Why, I don't know, but I'm assuming maybe it has something to do with the jail, maybe the deaf and blind school industries. I don't know, but I've always seen a lot of people here. Me heading back and forth to work, I see a lot of folks walking in this area. Last night, though, as I was approaching this red light, I was the first one of cars. There was one behind me, and I had to stop because it turned red on me. And I'm looking, and up the road, the direction I'm going, I can see what looks like a man walking with a hat, an orange vest, and I can see him walking, coming my direction. Now, if y'all can see, I'm fixing to go through this red light right now. If you can see that street sign right there, it says 21. You can see it right here. It's coming up. He was in front of that in this road here. My lights reflected off that vest. That's how come I knew it was orange. My lights picked it up. As this red light went to turn green and I started taking off, there was another car approaching, coming down the southbound lane. This car gets about even with this fella, or whatever it was. And I'm looking, because I'm paying attention, because I don't want to run over the guy, because he's walking right on the edge of the road, or whatever it is. All of a sudden, I don't know why somebody just throwed their lights on bright on me for. All of a sudden, this person, or entity, or whatever, just disappears. And I had to shake my eyes a minute. And I had to, you know, did I just see this? Well, that car that was on southbound lane, I'm assuming must have seen it too, because he slams on his brakes. The lights are green, so he didn't have to brake. He could have kept on going, but I see him throw on his brakes right after that happened. And I'm going slow now, and as soon as I pass him where I can throw my lights on bright, and I'll show you just a minute this car gets past me a second. I'll show you what my lights look like. So I throwed my lights on bright, which really lit everything up. This caught me off guard. I was not ready for this. I have no explanation for it. I do not think I was seeing things. I thought about maybe the light, maybe the light off cars and everything was doing something funky. When I came through this morning, there is nothing orange in that whole area. And what got me about this, the guy or entity or whatever had on what you call a ranger hat, the old floppy army type hat, but it was one of the tan colored ones, probably from Desert Storm. That's how close I could see this. Now, I can't see real good about a foot in front of me, but I can still see way out yonder very good. A lot of people can tell you I can see a squirrel moving a tree 300 yards away, but if I'm looking at it, that is. But that just floored me. And of course I picked up a phone, called Rebecca real quick, because I was listening to somebody's podcast. I can't even remember who I was listening to now, because it shook me up. This just disappeared. Now, I've had some paranormal stuff happen in my lifetime, here and there, and I usually try not to pay it much attention. I just try to shake it off and go on. I said, well, it happened, and that's the end of it. That's one reason I'm running the camera tonight. I was wanting to look at that intersection. So I will re-watch this tonight and see if there's anything in that camera that would have made me think it was a human walking when it was something else. Maybe it was shadows and light. I don't really know. But I distinctly seen a ranger looking hat. I didn't see a face. I'll just be honest with you. I didn't see no face. I don't really remember seeing no arms. All I remember seeing was an orange vest with one of those khaki colored ranger hats on, and you can see the legs move like a person. Kind of dark brown, if I remember. I want to say dark brown, what it kind of looked like. And it just disappears. I didn't see it, not kneeling down, not laying in the ditch. I didn't see it run toward the woods. None of that. I seen it just pop. It was gone. The other car coming southbound, I'm pretty sure that's why he throwed his brakes on. But there was nothing else. And I know the person did not go in front of him across that road. Because when it disappeared, it was right smack even with him. They would have probably got a better look than I had, because I was sitting at the red light when the light turned green and I started off. There was one vehicle behind me. There were no vehicles coming from the east or west. Even when the red light turned green for east and west, I didn't see no vehicles, which is usually unusual. It's a very busy intersection, just because of the county jail and the federal prison, and especially during the daytime. There have been a lot of accidents there in the past. Been a good many wrecks there, and a lot of folks lost their lives there. It's a bad intersection. A lot of folks pull right out in front of you. I always watch that intersection, especially in the daylight hours when it seems like it's a lot more busier. A lot of folks running very fast. Speed limit's 55 through there, and there's a lot of folks running 65 and 70. So, a lot of accidents have happened. So, what did I see? I really have no idea. Did I see a ghost? Did I see a skip in time? I mean, what did I see? Or did I have lights playing? And maybe just the way it was last night? I don't know. I really don't know. But I don't know what else to do with it. The only thing I do know to do is to film there several times at night when I'm coming up through there, just to see if that pops back up. And it's got me watching real close now. I'll be paying very much attention to that intersection area. Like I said, a lot of folks walking there. I've seen people walking at night and daytime, so it's not unusual to see that. So that's what I thought. I thought it was just somebody walking down the road, maybe, put an orange vest on where they wouldn't get run over, or no road work was going on, no road work signs, no nothing. Usually they've got the place lit up like a Christmas tree with yellow lights and everything at night time when they're working, and all the, the big sign flashing, and none of that. Didn't see nothing nowhere, no utility trucks, no telephone company, no power company, no gas, no nothing. Nothing nowhere that would cause me to think that was a worker. Because I thought about all this. I mean, you know, I was talking to Rebecca. Me and her discussed it all the way to work, you know, about everything that went on. Just weird. Just one of those that caught me off guard. And I just wanted to talk to y'all about it. And, you know, just weird. Videos from the camp out. For some reason, I have lost some of it. Don't know how. Don't know why. But I do have some left, and I will put it with this video. I had more video, and I really just don't know what took place. I don't know. Because I tried to video all 3 days a little bit. I got some of Saturday's video. Sunday, I have no video. It didn't take. I really don't know what to say about it. Weird. I don't know if it accidentally got erased or what. I don't know. Let's see. So we'll put a little, you know, put what we got with that. Like I said, it was a very good turnout. Enjoyed it very, very much. Look forward to doing another one soon. I know we're fixing to get in very hot weather. Mosquitoes, ticks, chiggers that time of the year, snakes, all the bugs are carrying on, so it's hard to hear. But anybody that wants to come down for a weekend, and we can go up on Creepy Mountain, or I'll carry you down to Hollins, let me know. Or anywhere else in Talladega National Forest. If you want to come camp out, I mean, we can camp out at the house. I have a camper. You're welcome to camp out in the backyard. And I mean, you know, these things sometimes come up around the house. So, you know, let me know. I know me and Rebecca may go to a couple of state parks this summer where we do have electrical hookup. I do have a generator, so I can still go do some primitive. I just know it's going to be very hot, and you got to pretty much run the generator the whole time, because those campers get like sardine cans in the summer, buddy. They'll bake you. And yeah, there goes one of our car haulers that haul our cars out of the factory. Anyway, they run up and down this road all the time, so I have to watch them too. They'll run slap over you. Let's see. But like I said, anybody want to come over during the summer for a weekend, you know, let me know a little in advance. We'll arrange it. And we'll go up on Creepy Mountain some. I might not camp up on Creepy Mountain in the summertime, but we'll go up there and sit for 3 or 4 hours, build a fire, and sit around. And, you know, see what happens. Or, you know, go visit some other places. And we will be thinking about something for October. I need to go look at a couple of places. I mean, we could do back at Hollins, but, you know, I like for people to see some other territory if possible. So, hate to wear Hollins out. You know, I still got Hatch Creek in my mind, but that's probably going to be a early March thing next year. That's probably what I'm thinking, but that's in the future. We'll see. Or if I see where I can fit it in, you know, in November or something, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Anything. One other thing, I hadn't really got to come back and really, you know, because we've been at LBL and then we had this, and, you know, I finally went back and finished the video from Creepy Mountain, where the black blob, whatever it is, I have no idea. I mean, I got my sneaky feelings, but like I said, any pictures that I post, I'm not saying that's what it is. In my opinion, I might state, in my opinion, that's what I think it is. But that's my opinion. I leave all pictures up to you to look at and determine what you think it is. Or if you can't determine, that is fine. I do not mind you having your opinions. That is fine. You don't have to believe it. If you want to believe it, it's a shadow. You're more than welcome to believe it's a shadow. If you want to believe that it's just a dark color on the tree, you're more than welcome to believe it's a dark color on the tree. Whatever you think it is, that's why I tell you, it's up to your discretion what you think it is. I will say this. Some of these pictures I posted were found by other people. It was not me looking for it. And I'm not knocking these other people neither, so do not go down that road with that. I very appreciate them people taking the time out to watch my videos and to see stuff and let me know about it. And it ain't just one or two that has come forward and told me, hey, you got stuff in your videos. There's a lot more. Some people don't do the screenshots for me. They just try to tell me what time stamp it was. Some people do the screenshots for me and send them to me. Please do not just take a picture and think I'm saying that's a Bigfoot, because I'm not. My mouth has not come out and said that was a Bigfoot. I tell you now, I don't know what it was. There is movement in that video of this thing, whatever it is, bear, paranormal, Bigfoot, shadow, whatever it is, backing up behind a tree. Could have been the way the sun was moving. I do not know. The same way with my corn patch. People were catching movement in my corn patch with me out there doing a video. I went back and done 6 videos on that corn patch, walking around that thing, and I'll be darned if the second video somebody didn't catch. A couple of people caught something in that second video. So that's all I can do with it. I can't do no more with it. I mean, I videoed it to death, and so when I get to that point, that's all I can do. And then I can present it to you and say, hey, you look at this. It's up to you what you think it is. That's basically all I can do with this. So I just want people to know that and my experience has been going on since 2007. It did not just start a couple of years ago because I started YouTube. There's a ton of stuff that's went on that mountain and other places around Sylacauga that I've been involved with since 2007. People that came to Creepy Mountain were invited. Me and Keith invited people. That was me and Keith Tyler's research area, along with Mr. Tal Banco, Billy White, that came. We pretty much gave him free reign at the place. He even had his own key for a while. He didn't have to come get the key. He just called and told me he was coming. I said, yes, sir. Pat Rance became a member of our club. And he's been a member of it since, 2009-10, I think. So, and there's other people been members of our club that we allowed to become members to do Bigfoot stuff. They didn't come to hunt. They come to do Bigfoot stuff. So, that's dude walking across the road. So, not riding anybody's coattails on that hunting club, because it was me and Keys to start with. We allowed other people, and they ain't tooting my horn either, so don't say that either. I allowed people to come to that hunting club. Me and Keith talked about it. We had a few come that we had trouble out of. They're gone. They won't be back. But everybody else has come, has always done very well. I still have good relationships with all those that have come. Still talk to most of them. And when they have time, they'll come back. Some of them live way off, as far as Texas. It's been on that hunting club. I mean, I'd love to do an outing there. Only outings I can do there is very small ones, where it's 5 or 6, 7 of us at the most. That's all I can do. You know, just because of club rules. So, anyway, I just wanted to run that by you. That, you know, I'm not making claims of pictures I'm putting up. In my opinion, yeah. But that's my opinion. Just like everybody else has an opinion. A lot of my videos are about what happened in the past up on Creepy Mountain. Creepy Mountain is just some little mountains, some of the last ones in Alabama, around 1,100, 1,200, 1,400 feet high. There's a lot of locals that still ask me, where's Creepy Mountain at? You know, I'm not, and I'll finally tell some of them, it's right yonder. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's just the name it was given, where the location would not be given out, and that's all that is. I mean, if you really want to do your homework, I've gave the location of Creepy Mountain several times in my videos. It's not real hard to find. I told you it's 2.5 miles from my house. If it wasn't for the tree line in my backyard, I could see the mountain. That's how close I am to it. Alright, y'all, I'm going to have to sign off because I'm fixing to pull up at work, and I do not need to show where I'm pulling up at. If they seen this on a video, they'd pitch a fit with me and blah, 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 you know. So I'll probably finish this video in the morning on the way home from work, because I still need to pray, go over people, you know, prayer list, and go from there. And I will do Hollins, probably go down to Hollins this week, just check everything out. Just hadn't had time this week. Rebecca's not been getting home to 5:30, 6 o'clock. I like for her to go with me. That way there's, instead of 2 pair of eyes, there's 4 pair, or I might as well say it's 4 eyes paying attention. And we'll go from there. But anyway, let me go ahead and shut this off, and I'll be back for y'all in the morning. Alright everybody, I'm back with the second part of this video, and I'm going to show you last Thursday, today's Wednesday, it's almost a week ago. Hadn't had a chance to get to it, just had too much going on, but I wanted to show you where I was talking about. I seen something standing on 2 legs that was grayish color, and where it went in at. So we're going to start right here with it. I'm going to point to it from here, just like I was going in my back door that day, and then we're going to walk out there. So like I told you, the geese had went upset, got tore up, like I said on the live. I looked, geese got up out of the corner of that field right yonder where it's been plowed, and they flew up just like that. That's when I seen movement. Now I had done got right about here on my steps, and that's when I was looking. If you can see kind of where I'm pointing, there's a hole right yonder, and we're fixing to walk to it. So that's about how far I'm away. So we're probably talking 200 yards. So we're gonna walk out there and see. Yeah, the humming is kind of calmed down this evening. Seems like the humming's worse in the mornings, and then as we get toward the afternoon, it calms down some. And y'all excuse the mess on the herbs. I gotta clean that out. I may work on it some this weekend. We got some other things we gotta work on. Me and her's behind on a lot of stuff. Had a lot of extra things going on, and you know, it's just that time of year too. Got rain coming in tomorrow. Supposed to be some pretty severe storms coming in. We got this little spot chiseled, disced and chiseled, and I will run the tiller through it and get ready to plant it. This is probably where we'll put some tomatoes and okra and a few other things. I'm behind on my stuff, but I've learned a long time ago that you can get planted early and stuff will grow. But also I've learned that sometimes you wait and plant when the ground gets good and warm, and that stuff jump up and catch up, and sometimes outrun the stuff you planted early. So like I said, if any of y'all didn't catch the live Friday night, last Thursday, close to dark, we're probably an hour from when I seen that. Probably should have waited and done that video closer to that time, but we're not going to worry about it. Sometimes you just got to do things when you can do things. So I was fixing to head into the house. I've been having some geese hanging out here for a couple of weeks now. And I'm going to say this too, the geese have not been back morning, midday, or afternoon since that day last week. So do have my tape measure with me. So I'm fixing to measure from the ground up till I know about where its head was. I got this whole field chiseled for the watermelons. I'm probably not going to plant much corn this year. I'm going to probably put this in watermelons and some pumpkins. Maybe some cantaloupes out here. This section here where you see some corn coming up, that's why them geese have been here, and there's still more corn in there. I've still seen a lot of cobs when I run through it with a disc. So I don't know. I'm gonna let this part lay out this year, because I had a big morning glory problem. So what I plan to do is to keep it plowed regular. Every time morning glories come up, plow it. Let them keep coming up, keep plowing until I can maybe kill a lot of that seed. That's how people get rid of weeds without using herbicides. You just keep disking every time they come up. So anyway, so the geese that day would have been in this area here, and whatever I saw was right there. So let's go on up here and get a measurement and see, you know, how tall it was. Maybe it was. And what was funny that day, me and Rebecca kept watching the limb here move too. So it was kind of standing right here in the edge, which would have been basically right in here, basically right here. And I can't tell where nothing's really been in here. Well, there is some open spots in here. It's right here back of a corner of the old fence. Not really seeing nothing. Or nothing was stepping on anything, which since a week it could have done bounced back up. So there's the limb that was shaking right here. It goes back to that tree. So, but I couldn't see it. Okay. So let's take a measurement and see what we got here. If you kind of see where the honeysuckle is right here, kind of in there where it was kind of like it was on the back side of this limb right there. So let's take a measurement. I know I'll go ahead and tell you that's around 7 foot probably. I wish Rebecca was here holding the tape for me where I could give you a better estimate. But we'll just do what we can do with what we got right now. So I'm 6'1", right at 6'2". So I'm gonna say this is around 7 foot right here. Let's see if I can touch the ground here and get this kind of correct. Sorry about y'all. Push sticking in the bushes. Do the best I can, fighting, trying to hold the phone and do this at the same time. Let's see here what we got. All right, we're on the ground. Come up to this. So we're looking at around 79, 80 inches. So we're talking about 6.5 foot range. So, I got it on the ground too where y'all can see it. So we're talking, his head may have been a little bit above this, which would put it in the 81, 82, 83 range, which is not far from 7 foot. So, not possible, not impossible for it to have been a human. I did walk out here a day, I just didn't have tape measure. I already knew it was kind of at that honeysuckle spot because, you know, you could see the legs right in there. You can see the shoulders, and then of course the head up kind of about where the honeysuckle's at. Can't really tell where nothing's been through there though. Well, did I just break that limb? Or yeah, I probably broke that limb myself. I mean, I can't really tell where anything's really, but there is an old road bed right there. It's right here on this property line. So yeah, but this was the tree limb that me and Rebecca kept watching shake. I mean, it was doing this number, you know, just up and down. Because that's what Rebecca, she said, you see that tree limb shaking, and the wind wasn't blowing like it is today. So anyway, I mean, that's about all I can do with it. I seen something here, yeah, possibility it could have been a human. The guy who lives next to me here, though, he's not no 6.5, 7 foot tall. He's probably about 5'8", 5'9", average size. That owns this property back in here. Like I told you, my geese ain't come back. So, possibility. Good possibility. That could have been what it was. Some to back this up. One of my neighbors had done contacted me a couple weeks ago. They got a glimpse of something in their backyard. It was huge. They're not far away, just through yonder, about a half a mile, maybe a little further. So, also in this video, you know, there's some things you just can't do much with. All you can do is, hey, this is what I saw. Try to follow it up. I mean, all I can do is come out here and measure. You know, all I can tell you was, hey, this is what I seen. You know, it was right at dark. You know, I'm looking at it from 200 yards. Yeah, I mean, I could see where it might be a human. But according to the size, I don't think it was, because it had big, broad shoulders too. So that's about all I can do with that one. That's about all you can do. we'll have a Friday night live coming up this Friday night. We're gonna have some guests on. If everything goes good, we're gonna talk a little more about the camp out down at Hollins. Y'all tune in if you can. Rebecca, I have her plan of the week, and we'll discuss a few more things about homesteading. Then we'll go into the you know, the Hollins outing. Some good audio has come from that. Nobody's saying it's Bigfoot. We just feel like it is. But we're gonna look into it deeper, and it is worth looking into deeper. This is worth me paying attention right here, by me seeing something, by the geese not coming back, because they still stuff they could graze on out there. So I don't know. Plus grass seeds coming up daylight too, so they got shook up about something. Hey, something shook them up. So and there is a house right here. There's just a lady there, and she's not near that size neither. So, sister, you want to play in the line? Huh? Interesting. I always kind of watch this lime pile, and it's kind of weird sometimes. Something plays in it every now and then, which could be a dog. All right. Also in this video will be some of the clips from the outing. I did lose some of them. I'm very sorry about that. Don't know what took place. I may have been filming without hitting the video saying film. I don't know. Sometimes I get goofy. I'm like everybody else. I'm a human and make mistakes. So, darn deer flies already. I could have not hit start, or I don't know. I thought I had it, but ended up not. So hey, all I can do is what I can do with what I have. So hope y'all enjoy that part. Haven't been back to Hollins, just really hadn't had a chance. Just had you know, me and Becca still dealing with a dog, and just a lot going on this week. But I do have some plans, so y'all don't give up on that. Remember, about a month from now, we got the Alabama Bigfoot Conference coming up in Anniston. If you're in our neck of the woods, go to it. I'm gonna go to it myself. Like I told you before, I'm not big on conferences, but I'm gonna go to this one. Just see what it's about. Go from there. Let's see, this Saturday night we'll have our fire pit night. I canceled last week because of the rain, and plus going staying with my uncle. It ended up not raining, so we could have had it, but anyway, it's just the way the ball goes. You just don't ever know. Just the way the ball bounces. We got severe weather coming in here tomorrow, and you know, if y'all didn't catch Spencer's and Greg and Misty's show Sunday, y'all go back and check that out. We talked a little bit about Hollins, and went through some of the stuff that went on, and kind of what we're gonna do this Friday night too. Go through some more of it. Gonna do some concentrating on the Thursday night, Friday morning. Not taking away from nothing else, of course, but what I'm saying is I'm gonna put a little more concentration on that and see if we, you know, see what we got. Not, you know, and of course we'll talk more about the weekend, you know, what Roger caught, and other stuff that people heard, and you know, of course, be a picture of the pine cone in with this video. I imagine she'll put it at the end like she usually does, and we'll go from there. Like I said, did receive a sighting from Bankhead. He did talk like he would be willing to talk on YouTube about it. Hopefully, and that was this year during turkey season. He did talk like he would be willing to do that with me. So hopefully, either, you know, we'll do a live, or if I get a chance to go up that way, I'll just meet him up that way. I need to go visit Greg anyway, so that'd be a good way to go see Greg and meet up with this fella where the general area where he's seen it. So but we'll go from there. Hadn't got to answer people's comments from last few weeks. I'm very sorry. I've got to get back better about that. I'll be honest with you, I've been kind of laying off YouTube and Facebook some. I'm trying to detox myself from it some. Not saying that in an ugly way, please don't take it that way. I'm just trying to not watch so much stuff. You know, I mean, I do, but what I'm saying, I'm trimming back from it some. Plus, I'm in that time of year where I'm busy. I can't watch it as much and keep up with stuff. Just trying to take care of this place in the summertime. And I mean, y'all see I got a weed eat around the ponds and everything. So, but and then I got to get in this herb bed, and I just got a lot of stuff going on, and I got to get all my crops in the ground. So if I'd had everything ready today, I would have done it today, but I ain't got everything ready, so I just got to deal with what I got to deal with. Plus I got rain moving in, so that may hamper it for a few days. We'll just play it by ear and see. I might get a chance this weekend if it's dry enough, or according to how much rain we get. We ain't really got a lot of rain here. I mean, you can tell my pond's down. This is unusual for this time of year. Usually my pond is full. All right, y'all know everybody we support. I don't have to really tell you. You know them all, because I've repeated them. And you know, they've all had good shows on, and y'all go support them. If you hadn't watched it, go support them. Like I said, tomorrow night is Saturday night is fire pit night. If you pretty close by and want to come, you're more than welcome. Just let me know. We'll probably do the one in June, and then I'll probably cut off July and August. It's just too hot. I mean, you're still welcome to come if you want to come. I just probably won't have an official you know, fire pit night. It'll be just, you know, whoever might want to come, you'd be more than welcome to. And I mean, that just if you want to come visit Creepy Mountain or something, you know, or go to Hollins, you know, or something like that, you know, we can still do some stuff. It's just gonna be too hot to just sit out here late in the evening with a fire. So you start getting up in the 90s with that humidity, it gets tough. And you know, which I could set up some fans and stuff, but then you're gonna be hearing fans roaring, so I don't know. And you never know. I can sometimes make things work. But you know, in other words, I'm gonna play it by ear for July and August. We'll just see. If I see where the temperatures are gonna be mild, I may do it. You know, I may go ahead and do it. So, but if I see where it's real hot, you know, I'll probably not do July and August. You'll probably get back started September. September probably be a little warm, but so we'll go from there. Can't think of anything else offhand. I hope you enjoy the part about me up at Talladega seeing whatever I saw. I've watched that every night going up through there. Haven't seen nothing else. I've played every scenario through my head several times. And I will be paying attention. I am probably gonna look at me getting me a dash cam to put in my car, and just run it on the way to work and on the way home. And if I catch something, hey, I catch it. If I don't, I can always delete that day. So probably wouldn't hurt to have one anyway. Get an accident or something too, you know, and these days way everybody's getting. Need to get back on some of the biblical stuff. I will do a video pretty soon or something. A lot of things are going on. Y'all keep that in mind. Pay attention. Pay attention. There's even some crazy stuff in our Congress and Senate right now. It just don't make no sense. But anyway, well, let me leave here. Yeah, and also y'all remember everybody's sick. Greg, I seen, got a good report today. You'll still be in prayer for him, and Miss Judy Wheeler, Gary Spikes, Miss Cindy Johns. I'm trying to remember everybody. Mr. Mark D. And there's tons of other people. I'm sorry if I can't remember everybody. A lot of people have lost loved ones. People are sick. People are having health issues. People are having drama in their life. There's a lot going on. And be in prayer for everybody. Be in prayer for our nation. Be in prayer for our world. A lot going on. A lot going on. I mean, I could get into a video and go for hours on this, but you know, but let's say a little short prayer and let's remember everybody. And if anybody's got any prayer requests, put it in these comments on this video. That way I have it for Friday night's live, and hopefully we'll do it from outside again. Supposed to be nice and cool Friday here, so maybe I can build a fire, and we'll get out here again and do it and have our guest on. And of course I'll try to set it up where we can watch this wood line again and enjoy another live outside. And we'll be doing some from Creepy Mountain pretty soon, since we're getting more daylight hours. We'll go up there and start sitting some at 7 o'clock at night and do our live from up there, and you know, go from there, because our daylight's getting longer. So see what we can do. All right, y'all, let me do a prayer and I'm gonna get off here and quit rambling. And you know, like I told everybody, I told pretty much on the live, if you want to really hear what I seen, you can go back and catch it. But I seen something Tuesday night on the way to work that looked like a man with a ranger cap on with an orange vest, looked like he was walking, and he disappeared on me. There was another vehicle, I think it saw it too. They were coming toward me. By the time they got even with him, or it, or whatever it was, it disappeared. And then Thursday evening, right at dark, I seen something in that tree line that was on 2 legs, grayish color, and pretty tall. And we just went down there and seen it was probably anywhere between 6.5 to 7 foot tall. And you seen how far it was from my house, which is probably 200 yards easy. Could have been a person. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a possibility. I never have seen nobody walking in my wood line. As far as I've been here now almost 5 years, and I've never seen nobody walking on my wood line out there. So, and I know how big the people are that live over that way, that has that property. So they're not near that size. So I don't know. We'll go from there and see. Be paying attention. Anyway, let me get a prayer going and then we'll get off here. I done got about 30 minutes on this one, and then I think there's more on the other one, so Rebecca's gonna have a heart attack on me. Lord, thank you for everything you do for us and take care of us, and your love, compassion, your peace, your mercy, your justice. We praise your name. Thank you for your Son and the Holy Spirit. Thank you, and Lord, be with all these people that we've named and that we haven't named, Lord, that's having all kind of health issues or other issues in their life. Be with them, Lord, and it be thy will. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Remember, getting along ain't nothing worth really fussing over, especially in this Bigfoot world. I mean, they ain't gonna get you nowhere. So, and just, you know, go from there. Have a good rest of the week. Hope to see you Friday night on live, and we'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.